So this is Dean's cup, before we give it to him. It's our inspiration. He was our inspiration. So it says on it, our inspiration. RV's world's most famous, unfamous person.
This week on Beyond Highway 12, Lisa gets to meet and talk to Dean Corrigal of Leisure Travel Van.
Dean from Leisure Travel Vans. We are a brand new baby floor plan, the Unity R. Straight the wind sensor part here. Look at that. Just come on back into the second living area. This is very, very cool. And I am not small. I got my shoes on, so I'm well over 6'1", probably 6'2". I can go to the bathroom, get a drink, come back to bed, and I've never disturbed anybody. Here for storage, lots of drink holders, big drink holders. I think this big super gulp would fit in there. That would be exciting. Dean from Leisure Travel Vans.
Well, that's how it all started. Dean is an amazing individual, and one of the things that inspired Lisa and I to really consider buying a leisure travel van was watching his videos on YouTube. With over 100,000 viewers and watchers on YouTube, he is probably one of the best pitchmen I've ever seen. We watched his videos and became so impressed with just watching him and how entertaining he is, we had to meet him. So in the process of us buying a leisure travel van from Christine over at La Mesa RV, and by the way, we're not being paid to do this. We're customers like everyone else. Leisure Travel Van has not paid us to do this. We just love the company because what they represent, quality, and they're a family-operated company. And Dean is an example of the employees of that company and the people that represent them that we've run across. We're really impressed. We went to the Pleasant RV show, drove over there earlier part of last week, and we had an opportunity to meet Dean. Lisa got to sit down with him for an intimate conversation about leisure travel van, his personal life, what drives and motivates him, and most of all, just kind of get to know him. We were impressed. We want to bring this to you because we know he has a lot of fans out there. And Dean is actually kind of a shy guy, but he is the real deal. Here's Lisa talking to Dean.
Yeah. Are we doing question and answers?
I guess so.
Okay.
Or just talk.
Sure, whatever.
You were really our inspiration.
Well, thank you.
Watching all your videos.
Yeah.
What do you like best about doing the videos?
That's a great question. With the videos, it came out of necessity. Mm-hmm. People always ask me, how'd you start doing them? Because, it was back, 08, 09, 10 recession. We had just come out with the Unity line.
Right.
All the, GE had cut all the financing to the RV dealers. Obviously the retail money was hard to get for customers, and we had this brand new product. No dealers, because half of the RV dealers actually went bankrupt in 08, 09, and 10 retail RV dealers. It's only really half of what we used to have. So, we were like, what, how are we going to sell this new product that we just, christened, made?
Right.
And so Ryan, our general manager, says, hey, we're going to shoot a YouTube video. Came to my office. It was in January. It's minus 25 at home. And he said, yeah, Dean, we're going to shoot a YouTube video. We're going to put it on YouTube. And people will, see the YouTube channel and hopefully, want to buy the product. And I said, whatever. I didn't even know what YouTube was back then. And he says, and you're going to shoot.
In its inception.
Right. He says, and you're going to shoot. You're going to do the video. And I said, oh no. And I was on show season, so I remember I was back in the office. He says, well, here's the good news. We're going to shoot the video in 20 minutes. The unit is leaving in 2 hours to a show in Florida, which was the Florida Super Show, which is coming up next weekend. And so off we went to shoot the video. That's really how it started. We had an old Hitachi camera. We shot the video. You can hear the slide out going out, and it sounds like a cat had got caught in the motor. And you can see me do one of these, right? I'm like, I go, we're gonna edit that, right? He goes, which we never did because we didn't know how. And it was funny. It was funny, but yeah, it was just necessity. And then, we edited the video, watched the video. I went to the bathroom and threw up because the video was so bad. And I said, well, nobody's ever going to watch
Wait,
that.
now has it gotten easier?
Oh, yeah, it's way easier now. Yeah, but those first videos were so bad. So bad. But people... the crazy thing is that in the video, I'm sitting in the Murphy bed, which is similar to this one, and I said, hey, listen, I'm 6 feet tall, look how much room I have. I go in the shower and say, look, I'm 6'1". I don't realize that I said the two different. So that was the big one. All the emails started coming. Does that idiot not know if he's 6 feet or 6'1", right? So it was funny.
We're taller in the shower.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, it was funny. So, yeah, and then, people watch the videos. Like, I think we're at... 30-some million views now, which is,
wow.
really unheard of. I mean, for us, not unheard of, unexpected.
Yeah. Well, it's the new TV. I mean, you inspired us to do that.
Yeah.
In this whole industry, what inspires you? Like, what keeps
you people.
Inspired?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah. You get to meet all these great customers. Customers that just bought one just now. I just shot a little video with them. They're bagpipers. Professional bagpipers. They're going on the tour with their Unity MB and they're going bagpiping.
I love that.
Yeah. And I think what inspires me the most is, I watch my parents. We used to build big Class A motorhomes, 40-foot diesel pushers, Class A's, diesels, gas, big trailers. That was, Triple E's been around since 1965. It's really old family-owned company, great company. I mean, best company in the world you could work for. They fired me like 3 times, but I keep coming to work. So, but anyways, my parents were going to retire. And back then, my dad wanted a big Class A. They were more the snowbirders. They were going to go down to Arizona, stay there for the winter, come back when the...
Yeah, it was popular.
Right, very popular. And
now we just cruise all around.
Yeah, that's right. So, different generation of buyer. Like my parents' generation, they worked real hard all their lives, and their idea of retirement was to go sit in the desert in the wintertime. That was their idea. Our generations are more like, hey, we're still invincible. We're going to climb a mountain, right? We're going to swim the ocean. Like, we're not going to go sit in the desert. We're not going to those desert places and staying there. We're going to go tour around and climb and do things. So different generation of buyer. But anyway, so then my dad finally retires. My mom gets diagnosed with cancer and passes away. My dad never went RVing.
Oh.
I know.
Oh.
So, I think my enjoyment now is to watch people that are, in their next phase of their lives. They've worked hard all their lives, which they have, and they want to go and do something different. And maybe they only do it for 2 or 3 years, but they say they went and did it. Yeah. So that's what I love. I love that. I just think those are just great stories. Yeah.
What's your most... Okay, you've been in this field a long time. Can you think of one story that's the most juiciest, funniest, the story that stands out of somebody that you've met in the shows or met along the way or in Manitoba when they come up for the summer?
Yeah, well, the rallies are always fun. Like, we're really 3,000 miles from both coasts of Manitoba, so great that people come. But yeah, they're funny. I mean, they like to do imitations of me, right? Like, sometimes they'll do an imitation night where they'll walk their video or of me doing stupid things, right? Or, yeah, that's always fun. And kind of the comments that I get, on YouTube are kind of make me laugh. The one I got recently was probably the funniest whenever this guy says, listen, if I was in a plane crash and Dean walked me around the plane that was burning on the ground, I'd probably buy it. So I thought that one was my favorite.
That says a lot.
One. Yeah. So, but yeah, just great stories. Like, people, we get, you'd be surprised. And just, we're building one for a customer right now. His wife's been diagnosed with cancer, and they're going RVing one last time. So they ordered a new, unit, and off they go. Those stories are always the ones that,
heartfelt.
They do because, that they're going to do it in a leisure travel van, and, yeah, it's really, it's a fun business, right? I mean, we have great customers, right? Our customers are just fabulous, Well,
and they're doing it on vacation.
Yeah.
It's not like they're pulling their teeth out to do something.
Right.
It's a challenge.
Yeah.
It's more of, hey, let's go have some fun.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we love about it. We have a great company, family-owned company since 1965. I mean, everybody really cares. I mean, we're not perfect. We make mistakes. There's, it's a house on wheels. I always try to explain that to people. Let's not get too excited. There's 10,000 parts in this motorhome. A lot of them are made by other manufacturers. We try to pull it all together and make a beautiful motorhome out of it. But, sometimes things can go wrong, and, but we have great people to they try their best to make that customer happy, because like you said, they are kind of on holidays.
Yeah. And do you see the industry, since you've been in it for so long, where do you see it going? I mean, do you see self-driving cars?
Yeah,
Do you see like the more digital population?
Yeah, I would say, well, a couple of things. In the first 10 years of my life, everybody wanted big Class A's. Like I said, they wanted to.
Right.
That generation has kind of moved on, and now we have this next generation that want to be more drivable. They want to, they want to be small. They want to be stealth. They are more conscious about the environment. My dad's generation never really cared about the environment, so.
They
Totally.
want their convection ovens.
Right, the bigger the motor, I want a 500 horsepower, it's not big enough, let's get a 600, but that was the way they were. But this generation, still more green, but they want to be small, they want a smaller, footprint in the environment, so everybody's more environmentally conscious. So, and I think you're going to see that more and more with, we're all trying to be greener products, more electric, stuff in the units. One of the problems, we haven't gone really to lithium batteries yet, just because where we're from, it's very cold, and if we damage those batteries and then they fail on you, I mean, there's a $250 per battery recycling charge for lithiums. There's no real place to put lithiums when they no longer use them, so, and you still got to fill up your tanks with water and dump your tanks. So a lot of people think that lithiums are going to, you're in this fairyland that you're never going to have to leave, because you're going to have power, but you still got to forget that you need water and you need supplies and you need things like that. So, yeah, some people get a little confused about how they're going to RV. We want the motorhome to be fully functional all the time. So, we have a 3-way fridge, so it runs electric, it runs 12 volt, it runs propane. We have 2 ways of heating the motorhome: furnace, air conditioner, has a heat pump, So if something fails, we got a backup plan for you, So, but yeah, no, the industry is quite exciting. It's exciting times. New chassis coming out, new developments that way.
And is your clientele, I mean, I know you have a plethora across the board. A lot of Canadians or more
a little bit of both,
Americans,
a lot of
Europeans?
Americans. Europeans. We get a lot of customers that buy a leisure travel van from Europe and they use it for a year or whatever they can get for a visa,
right?
And then they'll use it for the entire year and then sell it before they go back to Europe.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's really quite amazing. It's a little bit of everything. Like, the demographics are getting a little lower too. Before we always sold 65 plus, but now we're seeing lots of 50s and 55s, and in this area here, I've sold some 30-year-old coaches.
I love that.
Yeah, so that's very exciting. So we actually are getting some younger people that are like, usually we kind of work our way up in an RV, right? We start with a tent trailer or a tent, and then we buy a little fifth wheel or a trailer, and then we buy maybe a motorhome. But now people go, hey, listen, I can work my way up, or I can just start here and go.
Right.
So that's exciting. Well, you guys would be a prime example, I would think, right?
Yeah. Although we came from big homes and went down to smaller homes, and now a small home.
Yes.
Do you have any suggestions for, especially the women out here like myself that are going into the RV world?
Yeah, I can tell you that there's probably one good rule. There's always a store somewhere. You know what I mean? You don't have to take everything with you.
Yeah.
If you forgot something, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, that's good advice.
Yeah,
Thank
I know
you.
people overpack. We're all overpackers.
Yeah.
But the key is to pack stealth.
Yes.
The lighter you pack, the better, the happier you'll be.
Yep. Okay.
And I'm a prime example. When I used to travel on the road, I had 2 suitcases with me all the time. Then, they started charging for suitcases. Now I'm down to 1 big suitcase. And now often I will take just a carry bag with me for 4 or 5 days. So I'm an example of that. Pack light.
And it shows that once we get there, we really don't require all of that stuff, right? I mean,
we all think we do.
I know.
Yeah,
maybe to hold
crazy.
on to something.
Yeah.
Well, you have been our inspiration.
Oh, thank you.
To buy this, to start this channel. And so we brought you something. We had it made for you.
Thank you.
And since you're our inspiration, it says RV world's most famous, unfamous person.
Yeah, thank you. I like that. I appreciate that. I know I get a lot of requests. They want to have a bobblehead guy of me, sit on the dash. That'd be funny. I don't know if anybody wants to see that mug all the time, though. Yeah. Oh, thank you. That's great.
Yeah.
Great. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it.
Yes, for sure.